Good morning, this is Jordan Bennett with Jordan Bennett and Associates at Keller Williams Realty. I wanted to chat with you a little bit today about one of the biggest challenges that I'm hearing in the market, in the real estate market, and that is buyers frustrated that they're not able to get an offer accepted. I've heard a lot of times where buyers are saying, we've written 5 offers, we've written 10 offers, we just can't get anything accepted. I wanted to share, kind of boil it down to really 3 of the things that I think are going to have the biggest impact on actually being able to help you get an offer accepted in today's market. We have a pretty low inventory. We've had a low inventory for many years now. It's continued to be a seller's market. So how can you set yourself apart as a buyer? I'm going to boil it down to kind of 3 of the most important things. There's a lot more things that you can do, and please feel free to ask me about those things, but I would say that the 3 primary things. Number 1 is pre-qualifying the seller through their listing agent. So a good buyer's agent is going to ask questions of the listing agent. What is the seller's motivation? Does the seller want a quick escrow, or do they want a longer escrow with a rent back? Are they looking for, do they prefer to have an offer maybe that's more aggressive but completely as is, no termite, no repairs, etc.? Or would they rather see something that's a little bit higher and they're willing to negotiate a little bit on repairs on the back end? Those are the kind of questions you want to ask, so you really are making sure that when you're writing an offer, you're going to be countered on as few points as possible, hopefully none at all, and just get your offer accepted. So by doing that due diligence on the front end will have a huge impact on your offer getting selected over another offer. The second thing I'm going to say is professional offer presentation. So a good buyer's agent is going to have a really complete package. A cover letter, proof of funds, a pre-approval letter, and most importantly a picture of your family, a little bit of information about who you are to really endear yourself to the seller, and also why this home is a great fit. Beyond making sure that your loan is good and the financing is going to go through and you're a real buyer on paper, the next most important thing is your motivation, because the reality is about 10 to 20% of the time a deal goes into escrow and then it falls out. The buyer gets cold feet, they can't get the loan, they have a change of heart, and they go a different direction. So what we want to do, a good buyer's agent is going to really present you as the most motivated, that's going to go all the way to the finish line. A professional offer presentation is also, my opportunity as a good buyer's agent to show the listing agent why they want to work with us. Because other than having a great buyer on the hook, the seller and listing agent also want to have somebody on the other end from an agency capacity that's going to be easy to work with and knows what they're doing. The third thing is pretty intuitive, and it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Follow up, follow up, follow up. It's super important. I'm always surprised when I have a hot listing, if I get 8 offers on it, maybe 2, probably 1 of those agents is actually following up with me really aggressively and is really being that squeaky wheel and showing me that their client wants this property. That's the agent I want to work with when I'm on the listing side. And so the same thing is what we do for our buyers is if we're representing a buyer, we're going to go ahead and follow up before the offer is submitted. We're going to follow up with the listing agent after it's submitted to make sure it was received, and we're going to follow up until a decision has been made. In some cases, we're even going to attempt to present that offer live to the seller to really set you apart as a buyer. So hopefully those things help and give you some ideas on how you can quit the frustration and get an offer accepted when you find that right home for you. And if you have any other questions and you're reaching frustration and not having the success you'd like, please reach out to my team and I. We'd be happy to help. Thanks.